good morning, everybody. It is time for door number 2. Let's see what we have. All right, so door number 1 was on this side. So door number 2 is over here. Put this over here. Let's get this door open. This door opens from the top. Oops, that'll come off. Let's see. It is a snowflake stencil. All right, let's see what we're going to do with this. It is 2 3/8 across. So I have a couple squares here because I'm not sure what I want to do. This is going to be the mat because I have 3-inch squares here, and then I'll have that on top. And I'm thinking maybe I'll have some silver. My ink this here will go across. And then I have some white, some purple. I have blue. So we'll see where this takes us. May do some embossing, not sure. So the first thing I want to try is I'm going to emboss this, and then I'm going to ink it, and then I may emboss it again and try with the lunar paste. I mean, not lunar paste, solar paste. If you haven't seen this from Simon Hurley, it's very silvery and just shiny when you look at it, but then when you tilt it, it becomes a color. So when you tilt this, it becomes purple. So that's why I was thinking maybe the purple. So we'll try it. We'll see what it looks like. If it's not any good, we'll go with one of these. So first, let me emboss this. So this is absolutely overkill for this little thing. And I finally found the Post-it tape I've been looking for. Haven't even used it yet. All right, let's see. How does this go on here? This goes here. Right. I kept saying Walmart had it, and I could never find it. And I went into Newport Richey the other day, which is not far from where I live. And Kathleen's down there had it in stock. So I bought some. All right, let me run, as silly as it is, this through my machine. Okay, now this is why I taped it, because I thought it would put make like a frame around it, and it did. Let me hold this really close so you can see what happened here. So because there's an edge, the edge also debossed into the paper. So it made it in this nice frame. That's why I wanted to make sure it was centered, because I'm going to leave it like this. And then this will be on here. So let me put this back on here, and then we're going to ink it. Oh, I turned it upside down. I was like, why won't that match? That should slide right back in there now that it's not upside down. So I think for this first one here, I think I'm going to heat emboss it after I ink it. All right, I'm not sure. I have this puff, which if you've never used this, when you heat emboss it, it puffs up just like, where is it? Kind of like puffy stuff. It kind of does the same thing, but it's in an embossing powder form. So I might use that. I don't know. Not sure yet. All right, so let me use the anti-static powder on it. Make sure it's lined up. Let me grab a scrap piece of paper. All right, I think I'm going to use Pale Fig ink. I think that's what I want to use. And I'm just going to use these little daubers since this is such a small area. All right, looks like I got a little bit on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and put some ink on the outside. Pull that off. Around. Make sure this is all still wet. All right, let's see what I have. All right, let's see how this turns out. Let me flip this over. I'm going to use clear embossing powder. All right, that looks pretty covered. All right, let me emboss this. All right, this is good and hot. All right, so let's see what we have. I like the way the snowflakes came out. They came out very shiny. And I think I'm kind of happy with that. I may just go with that. All right, so we have our silver. We have our strips. I think I am going to use the blue card blank. Let's see if I want to use white. Because I was thinking, let me wipe this off. It's a little delicate. Let's see. So if this is going to be on here, and if it's on here, with this strip, something here needs to be embossed. Then we'll have the silver. I'll have to cut that down. All right, so something needs to be embossed here. So let's see. I think maybe, what do I want? Purple. There's the purple with the silver. All right, well, let's do something with these. I think that needs the stencil on it. So let me grab some more of the purple. Let's see, do I want to do a darker purple? Or even a gray? Maybe a mixture. So I have pumice stone, which is kind of a purpley gray. Let's see what this looks like. All right, so I'm going to use some gray and purple. We'll start off with some gray. All right, let's see what this looks like. right, next time we'll do purple. I think I may put it down here, but flip it to the other side. So I'm getting the reverse mirror image this time. All right, then we'll do, wipe it off. And we'll turn it at this angle. And we'll do gray again. All right, I went off over here. So I'm going to grab my eraser. This is a mono sand eraser. Let's see. So now we're going to do some purple. Let's see. Let's come in the middle. Maybe I'll do one purple. Do the big one gray. Do one over here gray. And purple. That looks good. So then I'll put this one over here, make it purple. I'll stick a purple one over here. All right, let's leave that. Now I may want to soften this. Let's see what this is going to look like. This will be here. This is coming along. This needs to be colored. I think this needs to be purple. Let's bring this in. Where's this purple close enough? You know what? Let me just cut a piece of that purple. All right, I'm just going to go around the edges just so it doesn't look flat. So this will be on here. I'm going to cut this to 4 3/4. All right, so this will be 4 3/4. That's 4 3/4. This will be on here. This will be behind here. And this will be on here. So let me cut this to 4 3/4. All right, so let's see what we have. So we have a blue card base. All right, so we have a 5 by 7 card base. So that brings this to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So that would bring this down another 1/4 inch to 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 by 6.5. This. So this will have to get cut down. Nope, that will be fine. So that will go edge to edge with the silver. And this will be on here. Okay. Now do I want to just take a little bit of blue to this card? I think I'm going to grab my teal blending brush and just go over this just a little bit. Let's see, do I have anything left on here? Yeah, I do. You know, it's amazing how much actually stays on your blending brush. This will bring in the blue a little bit more. Okay. All right. So let's see. So this is going to go on here. This is going to go on here. Let me get the glue. Start gluing some of this down. Let's get this in the center. Alright, let that dry. This will get glued onto here. And I'll go over these measurements one more time once we're done, since I've trimmed these a couple times. Right, this will be on here. Here. This will be on here. And then I just need a sentiment. Well, I will go pick one. All right, well, all this dries. Let me go pick something to put on the front. All right, so I have this set from Crafter's Companion that's Festive Sentiments, and It's Merry Christmas actually has snowflakes on it. So I'm going to use this. And I have this that's also Crafter's Companion, I think. It says, "May your celebration be merry, your heart be light, your Christmas happy, and your season bright." I think that's really nice. So that's going to go on the inside. Now, let me move all this out of the way. Close the glue before that dries up. so this will be here. This will be on here. So do we want sparkle? Or do we want Merry Christmas? Because they all have snowflakes on them. Oh, this one says Snowflake Kisses. Maybe we should put Snowflake Kisses on there. I think we will. I think. Or is it too big? I think I like that this is skinnier. All right, let me get my stamping platform. You know what? I'll stamp both and then I'll decide. All right, there's Snowflake Kisses. All right, Merry Christmas. Let me cut this. All right, let me trim this off. All right, while we have the stamping platform out, let's do the inside. All right, so this is 3.5 by 5.5. And I have this over here because I've been working on some cards. And I've decided that's the standard size I'm putting in on my 5 by 7s. Because I have a booth at the farmer's market. And it's just easier if they're all the same. I can just stamp out a whole bunch and then just put them in the cards as I make them. That looks pretty good. I don't think I have to re-stamp that. Inside, I think I want to put, I just smudged it. I want to put purple on here. So this is 3.5 by 5.5. So I'm going to make this 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And see, that's a good size to have your message in the middle, and then it gives people room to write a little something if they want to, and to sign their name and go in the inside of the card. And that will be like that on the inside. So that looks good for the inside. So let's do that. Yeah, we're going to leave it like that. right, so the inside of the card is done. So now let's decide what we want to do with this outside. So this is going to go on, and this is going to go on. You know what, let me go ahead and glue this down. I know how this is going down. Okay, that's straight now. All right, now it's laying flat. Okay, so we have our topper. This. So we want Snowflake Kisses or Merry Christmas. I think this is better, but it needs to be trimmed. Let me see if it just needs the black. So I'm just going to drag it across my ink pad. That gives it some definition. Just a spot there. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. And this needs to be up on foam. So let me grab some foam. Oh, or could we turn it? Oh, maybe we want to turn this. Oh, you know what? I like that a lot better. Now, do we want this plain or do we want that in purple? Let's see. No, I don't think that needs to be in purple. I'm just going to stick this on foam. This will be here. So then this will be here. Like that. All right, so let me glue this down. I'm gluing it down at the bottom of this one over here. Make sure I'm in the right spot here. Yep, that will be good. All right, let me give that a moment to set. Now I'm going to put that on last. All right, let me stand up to do this so I can look straight down. That way. Then this will go on the bottom. And there we have it. Snowflake kisses. May your celebration be merry, your heart be light, your Christmas happy, and your season bright. So there is our finished card by using. All right, so let's recap everything we did. We had a 5x7 card base, which was a 10x7 piece of paper scored at 5. The silver ended up being 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, which was the outside here. The square, it was 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and the trim here was 1 1/4 by 4 3/4. Then the purple was 1 by 4 3/4 because it's the same length as the silver. The white square here was 3 by 3 that we embossed with the stencil and then heat embossed. Then the inside was a 3 1/2 by 5 1/2 white piece of paper, and the purple then was 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. All right, so that is it, my friends. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a like, because that's how YouTube counts everything. And if you want to see the rest of the calendar, subscribe and get a notification so every day you'll know what we're doing with the next door, because we still have 22 doors left. And until tomorrow, stay crafty.